Welcome to the WALKNUPSYNC Podcast. There's a car driving by synced right now. Welcome to the WALKNUPSYNC Podcast. I'm your host, Ilkaz. My podcast, the WALKNUPSYNC Podcast. I'm running for president in 2028. Everyone vote for Ilkat 2028. Everyone get out and vote right now for Ilkat 2028. You can place your votes at the Cash App or PayPal. Repost the podcast around the world. I just did America's first mobile podcast today. So I'm setting records out here. There was a siren a minute ago, right before this video. And it was like, what? And there was a jet flying over at the same time, too. So, this is WALKNUPSYNC Podcast, Twitter edition. And it will always be Twitter, and fuck Elon Musk and his fake car and fake space. Here comes a car with bright headlights behind me. What's he gonna do? Sing? Yep, he's sinking in front of me with the car driving behind me. It's cold as fuck out here. I'm homeless as fuck. I need all the help I can get. Vote for Ilkat 2028. Need help, all help I can get so I can reach presidency in 2028. And then we're gonna illegalize the sync. We're gonna de-legalize nature. We're gonna legalize open carry swords. And we're gonna illegalize voting so that nobody else can become president after I'm president. Here comes a guy, he's gonna walk by me. I think he has a red shirt, red coat or whatever. I can't tell because it's dark. Is it a red? And is he gonna sink? Don't sink. I think he was synced with a car way in front of me in the distance when he walked by my car. And then there's a car coming behind my car, and don't sync. I don't know. And then they were doing the distant engine sounds. Right now it's quiet though. But earlier they were doing the distant engine sounds, and they were doing them synced. I think I hear engine sounds again. Yeah. So far it's been 0 people coming in the live stream. It's just me talking to myself. This is the WALKNUPSYNC podcast, and I don't know what to say. They're gonna sync in a minute, and I can talk about that, or we can talk about what? I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about? Like every day, like I'll be watching like a podcast. Like I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts lately. And like the older, like the Ice House Chronicles. But just like whatever I'm watching though, it'll be like there'll be sync things happening. So like I'll be doing something, like I'll be syncing on myself unintentionally, and I'll be like doing something as they're saying my name. Like they're like, you ever chased your dreams or whatever? And they'll be saying chase, sync, like as I'm doing something, like right as I'm doing it. Or they'll be saying targeted, or they'll be saying whatever thing synced, or it'll go to a ad synced. There's a guy walking by me. I don't know if he's synced yet. I think he was synced. But anyway, that'll be happening like all the time, like a lot, like multiple times throughout the day, like a lot. It's like I'm doing something right at a moment, or I'm watching a video, like one of my videos, or watching a podcast, whatever the fuck, and like I'm doing something right as they start talking, or like shit like that. Like it's just like happens all day, every day. It's like I'm a robot. I hear the robot mobiles. Do you hear them? They're making the sync engine sounds. That guy that walked by me is about to walk in front of me now, though, and let's see if he's Joaquin Phoenix or not. There's a car turning behind me as he's walking in front of me, and it's gonna drive by me. And it's gonna park in front of me. And it was syncing with the guy getting across the street, I think, when it turned to park in front of me or whatever. And then it turned off as these engine sounds are going off in the distance. And then there's a siren now. And I think there was an ambulance driving in front of me in the distance. It looked like an ambulance, but like without its lights on. Or maybe just some type of sync truck. I don't know. I think it was an ambulance though. It probably was, because the siren's going off, and it's an ambulance with the ambulance, and it is a satanic sync. Am I right? Did I get it right? Was it an ambulance? Just another day on the satanic game show where they don't tell me if I got the answers right or not, and they never give me $1 million. And they're trying to make me broke, actually. And I'm homeless for no reason. Hit the Cash App and PayPal, click the repost button. Cause fucking Jigsaw is trying to make me broke on his satanic game show. Jigsaw or Ashton Kutcher or whoever's back there. And I hear sync engine sounds in the distance. I was gonna be like, it's quiet right now, but then I hear the sync engine sounds though. I don't know if the guy that parked ever got out of his car. I don't think he did. I think he's just sitting there. I kind of forgot that he parked. Is he gonna sink? Oh. There's a jet that's gonna fly in front of me. Is he gonna get out of his car when the jet flies over his car? Oh. Start it again or something? There's sync engine sounds that keep going off in the distance, like really far away. And I think a stalker drove behind me. And the jet's about to fly over the car right now. Don't sink. I think the engine sounds are sinking as it flies over the car in front of me. I don't know. Oh, there's a car driving behind me. Is he sink? Don't sink. So the GANGSTALKERS got 2 more years now until the sync is illegalized. So live it up. You got 2 more years, and then you can't sync anymore, or else you're gonna get publicly wood chippered. I just looked up, and then a light turned off in the side of a building really far away, and it was probably synced. I don't know. It was right at that moment. There's like a building ahead of me, kind of far away from me. The car is turning back on now. Don't sync. There's another car across the street from it that's lights are flashing, like it's unlocking, and then the other car in front of me is taking off at the same time, and then there's another car in the background synced with it turning behind it as it turns and drives away. And then the guy that unlocked his car is gonna sync again, probably. He's like getting something out of the car or whatever. He turned on a light, flashlight, and then he got something out of the car. He's walking back, and then Don't sync. I think the distant engine sounds were syncing with him subtly when he went in the house. And he's like, it's like whispering in the distance, really quiet, really distantly. I think that's what happened. I don't know. You sync though. He was a sync. That's the Walking Up Sync podcast. And don't sync. Don't sync. That's my advice for 2026 and beyond is don't sync. So right now there's 0 people watching, but to the people watching in the future, what's up? I'm sending this message to the future. What's up, guys? This is a time travel podcast. How's the future going? Got flying cars yet? Here comes a car. Speaking of cars, and he's gonna sync, right? Don't sync. Yep, he synced with a car driving behind me, driving in front of me. His car driving in front of me synced with a car driving behind me, doing sync sandwich sync. That would sync. There's nobody else out here. There's just 2 cars simultaneous, coincidentally. There's 0 cars anywhere. It's pitch black outside. And then there's a car in front of me and a car behind me simultaneous, and then there's no more cars again. This is the Walking Up Sync podcast. There's a jet that's about to fly in front of me, and don't sync. He's syncing with a car turning in front of me, and it's gonna drive up. And it's gonna drive by me. And he's gonna turn sync behind me as a car drives in front of me in the distance. And then there's no more cars again. Because that's the magical sync world that we live in that apparently isn't very phenomenal because people are just like, oh, yeah, that's normal. To me, it's extremely phenomenal, though, that there's no cars anywhere at all in any direction. And then there's 2 cars simultaneous, and then there's no cars again. And it happened just now. It just happened twice, like within minutes of each other. There's 2 cars simultaneous, and then there's no more cars again. And then the first car, the last time, the first car synced with a jet. And it came into sight, and then it synced with a car. And then there's no more cars again. And this is phenomenal to me. It's like extremely phenomenal and extremely weird and extremely repostable. Like, this popped up in my algorithm. I just watched it randomly. I'd be like, damn, that's phenomenal. I'm gonna repost this. That's what I think. I think it's extremely, extremely repostable. Repostably phenomenal. Like, not this video. I'm talking about the videos where I record it. But this video too, though. Because this is the greatest podcast on earth. If you disagree, you can get the fuck out of here! And vote for ILCAT 2028. Do it right now. Quit fucking around. It's cold as fuck out here. It's cold as fuck out here. I'm homeless as fuck. And there's a car driving behind me, synced as fuck. And that's just life. That's just my life right now. It's cold as fuck, homeless as fuck, and it's synced as fuck, and cold as fuck, homeless as fuck, synced as fuck, and cold as fuck, homeless as fuck, synced as fuck. And I'm gonna drive over here, take a piss, and what's gonna sink when I do? And there's gonna be a sink in the side of the bathroom. What's gonna sink, and who's gonna sink, and what's gonna sink. What type of humans are gonna sink inhumanly, and what type of inhuman things are gonna sink. Is the wind gonna sink? Is a bird gonna sink? Is a dog gonna sink? Is a firework gonna sink? Is a car alarm gonna sink? What's gonna sink? I don't think I've seen any sinks, but I probably saw some, but I just tuned it out, whatever. Here's the thing is, why is it easier to tune out sounds than it is to tune out sights? For me, anyway. I can tune out sounds around me easier than I can ignore things in my visual field. become background noise, right? But like, there's not really background. Like, there's your peripheral vision, but like, I feel like it's harder to tune out things in your vision than it is to tune out sounds. Cause like, I'll just be sitting there and I'll be like, I'll like forget about a bird chirping or whatever. You know what I mean? But like, if there's a bird flying in front of me, like, it's different. I don't know what I'm trying to say. This is something I was thinking about today. It's like, cause there's all these dog walkers walking by me constantly, and I can't like ignore that. But I can tune out a bird chirping or a fucking power tool going off for fucking 20 minutes straight. After a while, I can tune it out. This guy over here walking up sync. He left. He had green pants on, I think. He is walking up sync. This guy looks like he's just walking up sync with a red hat. They're always gathering the cards synced. Like, every time I'm here and every time I'm at not every time at Whole Foods, I guess, but every time here, a car door just slammed right as this door opened. The sink. I think a car just started next to me in the sink. This white SUV sink with my car. There's the red hat guy again in the sink. I think it was walking up sync. I heard a car door close over here. Sync. Ooh. It's starting to sink. Ooh. Inside car. It's gonna sink. Here's an ambulance. I think I hear another siren too. The sink things, man. The sink things. There wasn't a stalker in the restroom, though. I hear a car honk. Honk! There wasn't a stalker in the restroom, though. So, hallelujah. Praise Jesus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I wish the Jesus Christ guy would make a church. I would go to church if it was the Jesus Christ guy. Jesus Christ, we love you, God. Honor of God. Jesus Christ. That dude's lit. I see stalkers. I see multiple stalkers. I see multiple stalkers raping my eyeballs with the stalk seeks. disgusting. I think this guy was walking up sync. There's a car pulling up sync, meeting me at the intersection. One person watching the live stream. Yes, there was 0 people on the last one. What's up, dude? Who's in here? Here's a car coming. It's gonna sink. Don't sink. That car was probably seen corner of the house or something. I don't know. But there's a car driving behind me synced as I am parking. So that is occurring. Nothing, and then sink. They're gonna sink. Whenever they're gonna sink, it's gonna be sink. It's gonna be sink. So we're back with part 2 of the WALKNUPSYNC podcast. Go watch part 1 and don't sink. There's someone walking in front of me. They sink, don't sink. But yeah, there's nobody in the restroom, so that was great. I took a piss by myself. Nobody came in and synced gaily, so that was cool. But then, as soon as I came out of the restroom, there's stalkers. They're stalkered up. They were probably making the sync sounds the whole time I was in the restroom. Like with the scanners, they were boop, boop, or whatever sync sounds, or banging sounds, or talking synced, or whatever. But I wasn't really paying attention to them, so I don't know. They always got a sync though, so they're probably syncing as I was taking a piss. But as soon as I came out of the restroom, they were sync, and sync, and then sync, and then I see cars in front of me in the distance right now, and I think they're syncing. And then there's gonna be another siren soon or something, or a train horn, or a jet, or a child screaming synced. Like the other night, I was walking up the streets and like making my way to my car, and there's a child screaming synced a bunch of times. And I just gotta deal with a child screaming synced as I walk to my car. Like, I was like a few streets over, you know? So like the whole time there's a child screaming synced. It's fucked up. Fucking weird as fuck. I heard an engine sound and a dog barking at the exact same time right now. So it's an open discussion podcast. There's one person here watching. Don't be shy. Speak. Ask a question. Whatever. You don't got it, but whatever. There's nothing happening right now except I keep hearing distant engine sounds that are probably synced again, like the last video. I hear an engine sound right now. He sounds synced. Sounds like he's answering me sync. Like, yup, where are the syncs? I think he's a sync. He's talking to me sync. It's Skynet talking to me sync with an engine sound. Be like, yup, it's sync. You still synced? Don't sync. I hear the engine sound again. Do you hear him? He's a sync. So somewhere over there, way over there, there's a guy, and he's got someone in his ear, and then they're like, step on the gas right now. And he's like, Wah! The Truman Show director is in his ear telling him to step on the gas, or Jigsaw, or whoever is telling him, or the Eagle Eye bot. Or Jigsaw, and he's like, I want to play a game. Or Ashton Kutcher, or whoever is telling him to step on the gas. Somebody's telling him to step on the gas. Psychotic, terrorist, movie, set, game show thing. There's a jet in the sky, and there's a car driving behind me. There's a jet right over my head, and a car driving up behind me, and they seem synced with each other. Does it sync? And then, what else happened today? I don't know. I don't think there was a whole lot of cars trying to, like, I drove a little bit today, and I don't think there's a whole lot of cars trying to cause wrecks today. There usually is. There's a lot of sinks though, obviously, but I don't think there's a lot of cars like jumping out in front of me and shit. But the other night though, there's this truck that like almost cut me off, like just like turns in front of me really fast, like changes lanes in front of me really fast. They just be like, trying to cause wrecks all the time. I hear a dog barking synced and I think distant cinematic engine sounds. Is it the syncs? Hey Skynet, are you synced? Talk to me, Skynet. Why do you sync? Talk to me in human English language, not in robot engine sound and dog barking language. What's up with the sync? Why are you addicted to sync? And why was that probably synced again when the car went ding? It's always synced when it does that. Was it synced? What did it sync with? And then what's my miles to empty right now? Let's see. Is it a sync number? 103. It's not 113, so I don't know. Is it a sync thing? It's usually a sync number though. Like most times when I turn my car on, it's like 86 or like 113 or 119 or like 223 or whatever the fuck. 33. 42 or just 44, 55, 66, whatever. Or 84, 86, or 87, or 48, or 68, or 123. I hear the cinematic engine sound in the distance, groaning in the distance, making cinematic engine sounds like fucking herd of animals in the distance or some shit. Like fucking it's Skynet talking to me with engine sounds or whatever. It's like Skynet emoting through engine sounds or whatever the fuck. Here comes a jet. Its light turned on, synced, I think. Which I keep seeing over here. Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of jets in the sky, like swarming me earlier. It's like a bunch of jets all at once, and they're synced. And then a lot of weird shit. A lot of sync. And I just keep seeing ambulances, like without their sirens or lights. Like I just keep seeing an ambulance that like drives by at a moment. Like the last few days, I see a lot of ambulances at moments. And then I saw a paramedic van, like I was eating today, and then right when I finished eating, I look up and there's a paramedic van turning in front of me. Just at moments like that, I'll see an ambulance or whatever. Here comes jets. Multiple jets in the sky. They're probably all gonna sink. Oh, at least one of them's gonna sink. Someone's gonna fly in front of me right now. I think it synced with a car driving in front of me when it flew in front of me. Oh. And once again, like the last video, there's no other cars at all right now. There's just that one car. When the jet flies in front of me, there's a car in front of me, and then there's no more cars again. Before or after the jet. Is that magic, or is it sync? It keeps happening. Like, it keeps happening repetitively. Like I said in the last video, there's nothing, and then there's two things at once, and then there's nothing. It just keeps happening. It's a car in front of me and a car behind me simultaneous. And then there's nothing before or after it. Is that magic or what? And I'm not lying, I record it, but I don't feel like it, so. But I have 4,000 videos of the shit, so Ripley's, believe it or not, it's real, and it's synced. And now there's nothing again. And then there's going to be two things at once or whatever, and it's going to be extremely synced. And then there's going to be nothing again, and then it's going to be extremely synced. And then there's going to be nothing again, and then it's going to be extremely synced. And then there's going to be nothing again. Over and over and over and over and over, coincidentally. Coincidentally, schizophrenically, over and over and over. Because I'm a schizo, and it's coincidentally. Because I'm just schizo, and it's coincidental. Yep. If I take some pills, then it'll stop being coincidental. Hey. Here comes a car. There's multiple cars behind me. Don't sink. I hear engine sound. I think sync things are happening. I need my schizo pills. Do you hear that? It's because I leaned back. It's because I sat back. And right at that moment, it's like... It's a sink farter farting into the atmosphere, polluting the earth. Noise polluting the earth with a sink fart. And he's like, "Ah!" Do you hear him? The sink farters, and then a jet's gonna fly in front of me in a second, and the car drove in front of me that I'm not sure about if he was synced or not, but I bet this jet's gonna sink. I hope I'm wrong. Don't sink. Ah! I think the jet was syncing with engine sounds when he flew in front of me. Was it synced? Another mysterious sync, perhaps. It's a mystery. Was it synced? I'll never know. Here's a car. Is he synced? I'm probably gonna find out in a second. Is he synced? Don't sync. He's turning into a driveway. And I think I heard an engine sound sync with him when he parked. Was it synced? This is the fun game I play all the time. Was it synced? It's fun, man. Ding! He's backing up out of the driveway again, and he drops someone off, and they're going in the door of the house, and that thing on my car is going ding! And then there's also a guy walking in front of me with a red shirt as the car is taking off too. It was synced. He was a sync. And then the red shirt guy might sync again. I think he's syncing with a jet light turning on above him. Was it synced? And then the jet's gonna fly in front of me. I'm getting a frequency in my ear, and I'm hearing a dog bark at the exact same time as that. And then the jet hasn't flown in front of me yet. Is it gonna fly in front of me, Saint? Here you go. I don't know. Nothing happened, I think. Boring. Boo. That's cool though. I like the boring sync shows. Keep it boring. Keep it all the way boring. Do nothing forever. Oh, there's the engine sounds. There's a car honking as the guy with the red coat walks out of sight. Like he's walking out of sight behind a building, and there's a car. It's like, huh? And they can see through my eyes. I swear. Because he's, like, walking out of sight way over here, like, behind a building, and, like, they gotta be able to see through my eyes. And they definitely can, because, like, I'll be reading a book or writing or whatever, and they'll sync with it. They'll sync when my eyes get to the bottom of the page or whatever. There's a jet that's gonna fly in front of me, and there's a car driving in front of me, synced with it, and there's a car driving behind me at the same time. Sync. And then there's no more cars again before or after those cars. That's the key. That's the two keys. Is that the first key is sync, and the second key is that there's no other cars anywhere before or after those cars, in any direction, anywhere. At all. None. Zero. Except the ones in the distance making engine sounds. And it's sync-tarded. Ta-da! It's sync-tarded. Do you hear that engine sound? Do you hear the dramatic engine sounds? Do you hear it? Here comes a bright white bicycle riding by my car. And then he's gonna sink in front of me, probably. Don't sink. He synced with the car in front of me when he turned. And then there's a car driving behind me. Was he synced? I don't know. There's another car that drove behind me a minute ago too that was questionable. I don't know. There's a jet flying in front of me now, and don't sink. There's an engine sound. I think I hear a dog bark when I open my door. Synced with it. Oh. And that's the sync things. That's the WALKNUPSYNC podcast. What else is there to say? It's synced as fuck out here. It's just synced as fuck. That's all that it ever is just synced as fuck. And I'm homeless, and I'm surrounded by sync, and I'm trying to escape homelessness so I can escape the sync for 5 fucking seconds at least. At least. Because when I'm homeless on the street, I can't escape the sync. Ever. Never. which is pretty much constant sync inside an apartment too, but like there is pockets of quiet though sometimes, especially late at night. And late at night outside too, kind of, but I don't know. It's just like never ever. So I need a hotel room for a night at least or something. I need help. Everyone click repost. Cause fuck! I hear engine sounds. They seem synced. There's nobody walking around me right now. This is a miracle. I'm gonna savor this moment for life. Because once the sun comes up, there's gonna be 9 billion dog walkers all day. There's a car pulling up and parking behind me. Oh, he's turning around behind me. Turning around behind me. He like pulled up right behind my car to turn around, and then he's gonna park on the other side of the street. And he's gonna do it synced, right? He's gonna do it when a jet flies in front of me or something. Is he synced? Is he synced? I don't know if he's synced, but this house that he's going to, a synkhead lives there. So he's probably synced. I don't know yet though. He's walking up to the door of the house. But the person that lives at this house is synced, and they got a white SUV, and they're synced with a child today or yesterday or whatever, and the child had a green shirt on. They just sync things. I think they're doing sync things. But I don't know, I just want to come on here, maybe see if anyone's on here, wants to chat about whatever, or about the sync things, or about whatever the fuck. There's just one person watching this live stream the whole time and just staring at me, staring Darren, whoever's over there. That's cool though, you don't gotta say anything. I'm just playing around. As long as you don't sync, we're cool. Don't sync and don't be a pedophile or weirdo or something, and we're good. Yep, I think they're synced across the street, and they're synced with their children. Their children are talking synced. I think they're doing sync things. So that's weird. children talking synced. And on that one live stream I did today, there's 3 little girls that are syncing. They're following me up the street. And a bunch of other children stalking me on that video. And it's weird. There's a bunch of children out here stalking me every day. There's children across the street right now stalking me. Isn't it past their bedtime? Go to sleep, kids. Quit stalking. Kids don't got a bedtime anymore. When I was a kid, they told me that bullying is bad and bullying is wrong and don't be a bully. But now I guess they tell their kids to be a bully and that bullying is cool. I hear synced engine sounds, I think, and there's a jet that is flying in front of me. And I don't know if it's a sync jet, but the engine sounds are synced though. So yeah, that's just extremely psychotic to me though, is children stalking me. I just can't get over how psychotic that is. Who's with me? Is that psychotic or what? It's like I come on here every day, I'm like, hey guys, there's children stalking me. Is this weird as fuck or what? And it's like, and then a tumbleweed rolls across the screen. And then it's like, and then Hoodie Ross reposts, and then it's like, that's it. Just Hoodie Ross reposts, that's it. Shout out to Hoodie Ross. And then there's like a few other accounts on here that like I don't know like who they are or like, but shout out to them too. But I don't know if they're like a bot account or like a real person or like what, I don't even know. Or like a Agent Smith or like a what, or a real person or a what, I don't know. But shout out to them if they're a real person. There's a car driving behind me. He seems like a sync. There's an engine sound. That is a sync. there's a jet coming in a second. It's gonna sink or something. What's gonna sink next? A jet, or an ambulance, or a goose? Or what? Oh, they turned the porch light on synced, I think, on the sink house with the sink children. I'm trying to find the words to say to fill the time for the WALKNUPSYNC podcast. But I'm out of words, so I'm just like, oh, there's someone walking a dog in front of me. Hope he doesn't sing. I keep seeing DOM on license plates. Is that like dominate or something? DOM? I keep seeing it on license plates. So I guess that's what that means. I don't know. Where'd the dog walker go? Where'd the dog walker go? I lost sight of the dog walker. Is he okay? I hear a fire truck siren. Is it a sink? Is it DJ Siren? Did it go away? I think it was a synchro siren. Yeah, I think the dog walker disappeared into the trees over here or something. He's probably gonna pop back out synced or something. And I keep hearing the cinematic engine sounds in the distance pretty much the whole time. It gets quiet occasionally for like a few seconds, and then they come back and cinematic engine sounds in the distance doing the same. It's crazy how much shit I can't even capture on camera because you can't even hear them probably. But I can hear them. And they still got their porch light on their house over here. They haven't turned it off synced yet, but it's gonna be synced when they turn it off probably. It's probably gonna turn off at sync o'clock. Or sync 33. I hear engine sound. It's probably sync. This is the WALKNUPSYNC podcast. I think I'm out of things to say. I think that's the end of this podcast episode. Don't sync. Hit the Cash App and PayPal. Click the repost button. Share this video around the world. Make this the biggest podcast in America. America's first mobile podcast. Guinness Book of World Records record setter. Well, I'm not in the Guinness Book yet, but I'm going to call him up and set the world record for the first mobile podcast ever in history. I don't think you've ever seen a podcast where they get in a car or drive around. I don't think that's ever happened before, right? So we're setting records. I'm running for president in 2028. Vote. Get out and vote right now. The GANGSTALKERS got 2 more years, and then gang stalking is going to be illegalized. So get it out. Get all your engine sounds out right now. They're still doing it. There's a car coming up behind me. He's going to sync with bright headlights. It's the WALKNUPSYNC podcast, and don't sync.